Right now at 11, premeditated and evil. The words of federal prosecutors about the man arrested for starting a fire that would eventually level the Pacific Palisades. The trove of evidence laid out today, including AI-generated images and a music video that the feds say prove his guilt.
With clarity, we know this is an incendiary fire and that the subject that we arrested started it.
Plus, the challenges firefighters faced in the days after that fire started and the changes they'll need to make going forward. We're taking an in-depth look at the long-awaited after-action report. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Johnson. NBC4 Investigates was the first to tell you about the arrest this morning. And a few hours later, we received that 70-page report on the fire. We have live team coverage for you on both, starting in studio with NBC4's Robert Kovacik, who spoke exclusively with LA's acting fire chief. Robert.
Carolyn, now this report details the LAFD response to the Palisades fire, detailing the challenges the LAFD faced that included questionable leadership decisions.
It has been 9 months and 1 day since the start of the Palisades fire.
It is a monster. We're talking a monster of a fire that no one has ever seen before.
Federal authorities arresting 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck, charging him with arson for allegedly setting the deadly blaze that killed 12 people and burned nearly 7,000 homes and businesses.
We will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he intentionally started this fire. And maliciously.
After what officials describe as a painstaking, months-long investigation, authorities now determining the Palisades fire stemmed from the Lockman fire, which they say Rinderneck started during the early hours of New Year's Day.
As far as the incident commander was concerned, that fire was extinguished. A holdover fire burns through the root system. It can go down as deep as 15, 25 feet. So when you feel that you have it extinguished up above, it may not be.
Heavy winds caused this underground fire to surface and spread above ground, causing what became known as the Palisades fire.
According to the criminal complaint, Rinderneck was driving for Uber on New Year's Eve. His last two passengers allegedly described him as appearing agitated and angry. After his last ride ended at 11:34 p.m. in the Palisades, authorities say he then drove alone to nearby Skull Rock Trailhead and hiked up the trail. The fire likely started by a lighter. After the announcement of the arrest, the LAFD releasing a report analyzing their response to the fire.
The firefighters saved 1 out of every 2 homes. What people don't talk about either is that there was 33,000 people that were evacuated. Those are the home runs.
Interim Chief Ronnie Villanueva speaking exclusively to NBC4.
What would you have done differently leading this department?
If I was the fire chief on that day, well, I would have kept everyone on duty that day. I wouldn't have let anybody go home.
And tonight, Mayor Karen Bass tells NBC4 she agrees.
There was an entire shift that was sent home that should have stayed on. There were fire engines that didn't have the personnel to run them.
The after-action review report details a lack of appropriate resources. The LAFD command staff determined not to hold over off-going LAFD members to fill every available seat. The firefighters who were deployed did not get relief or rest for more than 48 hours. The combination of fatigue, exhaustion, and sleep deprivation severely hindered their ability to make safe decisions. Also, a delay in communicating evacuation orders, warnings, and shelter-in-place notifications to the public resulted in, quote, spontaneous evacuations, causing citizens to block routes to the fire. But would any of this have made a difference?
Are you talking that lives could have been saved, homes could have been spared, even given the intensity of this fire?
You know, just with my 42 years of experience, I would say no. I would say that when you have winds that are like that, even you knew that it was coming, once it started and once it had a head of steam, you're not going to stop that monster. You're just not.
Mayor Bass also telling NBC4 tonight the first change immediately after the fire was at the top, dismissing Fire Chief Crowley and bringing in Ronnie Villanueva out of retirement. Tonight, Interim Chief Villanueva tells NBC4 he wants the job permanently, and the mayor confirms he is one of the candidates under consideration. I'm Robert Kovacik. Carolyn?